Sup, my name is Ryu for the Yugioh Council. Welcome to Coffee Time, your Monday morning discussion video released in the evening. I normally don't give a reason why, but it's just because there's a reason. Anyway, for my fans of Coffee Time, grab your favorite beverage. It doesn't have to be coffee, it doesn't have to be Pepsi, whatever the fuck it is. I want you to grab that bitch and let's talk about some Wing Raiders. Not those wings you ordered at the restaurant. We're talking about the set, Wing Raiders, which launches on Friday. But if we do open it, we'll have it here either Wednesday or Thursday. And you should be pretty excited if you're a Raid Raptor fan about this set. Hype! Now, we don't know everything about the set, but for everything we do, we're going to cover it during this video. But before this video gets completely started, let me just quickly say it feels good to have a small little update instead of a huge one. I am working on Felgrand, the deck, and to make sure the deck is done right for the first build, because I'm putting a lot of time into it, I've actually finished pretty much everything that's going out this week outside of stock market. So everything else is recorded up to this point. So pretty much everything else is done, and Felgrand will take my full... It's Felgrand and Super Council Gaming will be taking my full attention throughout this whole week. So just letting you guys know, it's coming. Don't worry, I promise. Also be on the lookout for a couple Wing Raider deck profiles starting on Friday onward. I'm going to try to get those out. Mainly, I want to do another Power Ranger deck, because that shit's fun. If you've never played Super Quantum, it comes in this set, and you should be super hyped. It is a super fun deck. You can use it with Monarchs, which is something I will feature on the channel later in the week, but it is something just by itself is uber fun. And just like uber throwback to when you were little, if you're like me. So the Japanese set, let's talk about it, is Wing Raiders. It is a 45 card booster set that mainly focuses on Phantom Knights, which are great archetypes that I have yet to cover here on the channel, but I plan to, and Raid Raptors and Super Quantum. So those three with a couple reprints. The Japanese reprints are Mystical Space Typhoon, Forbidden Chalice, Swallow's Nest, Bottomless Trap Hole, Call of the Haunted, and Exceed Reborn. Out of these, we know we're getting Swallow's Nest in here as a common, but we have a full set of 70 for our Wing Raiders. Just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Wing Raiders. It's a 70 card set for TCG. It's dropping Friday, and retail should be around $4 a pack. You're not going to get that same hype size. Well, you shouldn't, that you did with Breakers of Shadow. It's not up to the level of Breakers of Shadow, but it's not terrible at the same sense. It's a good set. It's a great set. Now, for reprints from what we know to this point, and there's quite a few. Number 66, Master Key Beetle. Number 101, Silent Honor Arc. Dark Exceed Rebellion Dragon, Ghost Trick Alucard, Gaga Cowboy, and I want to say Swallow's Nest because it was mentioned to be a common in the set, and you'll probably see it if I could pull up the pictures. You'll see the pictures there, but there you go. To say that Bottomless, Call the Haunted, Exceed Reborn, Forbidden Chalice, MST wouldn't be here, I want to say they will. There's a good chance of it. When we talk about short prints, because there probably will be short prints due to this being a set something like High Speed Riders, and keep in mind, yes, there is a holo in every set, but there will be short printed things. I'm going to go over the rarities that we do know currently, and just basic little things that we know. The Ray Raptor Satellite Cannon Falcon comes in the set, but this is not the set that will give everything to Raid Raptors just quite yet. They're going to have a good chunk of power. You may start seeing them top. Monarchs are getting the biggest benefit out of this entire set, and like lower tier decks that are more fun based are going to get a lot of fun with this. Quantum, let me make sure I say this right. Quantum Monarchs will become a thing if people play it enough. That will become its own viable thing out there. So there's that. Now, this isn't World Superstar for the year. World Superstar hasn't been taken off the table, but there's a good chance we will not be getting a World Superstar this year, and this is pretty much our giant import set for the entire year. So with that said, and all that out of the way, let's break down some of the rarities that we know. The Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak is an ultra rare effect monster. It's not an Exceed, but it is one of the core cards for Phantom Knights. The biggest one out of this entire set that I want to say is going to be one of the key chase cards to the entire set is going to be Force Strix. Force Strix mainly because 2 decks are going to play it. Blackwings, Raid Raptors. Out of those, primarily Raid Raptors are going to use it 10 times more. It's a card that you're really going to ever see mainly 2 to 3 in Raid Raptors. It's the opening play that they tend to lead into that allows for massive searching. If you've ever seen Raid Raptors, this is a core card to their speed. This is the thing that puts the glue together, like, hey, I could search out any Raid Raptor in my entire deck to my hand. So if you don't understand anything about Raid Raptors, they do massive searching. So this is pretty much just adding more onto that and allowing them to do more. Oh, any level 4 Dark Wing Beast you'll be able to search out from your deck. It only requires 2 level 4 monsters. Keep that in mind. There may be something out there that I'm not seeing that you may be seeing. Raid Raptors 4, we did cover that. Raid Raptor Call is an ultra rare in the set. That's the one where you target one Raid Raptor monster you control, especially summon one monster with the same name as that monster from your field, from your hand or deck in defense position. It's a Raid Raptor card. Just it's pretty much not generic. There's not a lot of generic cards throughout this set. It's pretty much everything is archetype base outside of the reprints, to be fair. We don't have rarities on all the Super Quantums, but I'm pretty sure we could say that the Giant Megazord is going to be secret. The Super Quantum Mecha Beast, the Lion is an Ultra. You're going to be seeing some photos come up. Now, the Aerodactyl and the Dolphin, we don't have rarities as of yet, so just keep in tune for the week. If there's spoilers, I'm going to post it up and cover it for you guys, so that way you're not left out. But a lot of Ultras, a lot of Supers, a lot of Secrets, a lot of Commons, a lot of Rares is going to make up the set. It's a 70 card set, so it's going to be a little bit smaller than Breakers of Shadow, but you could bet your ass there's going to be a few chase cards. But one of the bigger ones I want to say is going to be that Satellite Cannon, which is the rank 8 for Raid Raptors, where if this card is succeed by using Raid Raptor monsters material, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this, so you cannot effect Valor it, which is going to be game-changing, because it's a 3,000 body that drops out of Raid Raptors like no one's business, really easy. And during either player's turn, you can detach one Exceed from this card, target one face-up monster in the field your opponent controls, and it loses 800 for each Raid Raptor monster in your graveyard. And that's just fucking huge, because if you bring this out late game, you're going to be able to push for that OTK status, and that's just going to be huge. But obviously, I've talked so highly about Super Quantum because I love the deck as a whole, like as a pure thing, with reasoning and whatnot. I love that deck so much. It's so much fun to play. I probably won't be picking it up right away IRL, but you can bet your ass I'll be featuring it on the channel with a couple combo guys and whatnot later this week, updated version. I just have so much fun with that deck, and I want everyone to go out and play it at least once on Yugioh Pro or Dev Pro, whatever platform you like to use simulation-wise, and then take it IRL if you really do enjoy it that high, because it is amazing. Phantom Knights are something that I haven't really talked too much about, and I want to dedicate the last 2 minutes to. They're more rank 3, rank 4, spam hard, super combo deck. Asian Eyes had it on the channel. That's the easiest way to put it, because he's the one with most subs that does a lot of the deck profile coverage and whatnot. So with one card, you could basically change the state of the game from going from this bad situation into controlling the game state into OTKing your opponent with Phantom Knights, and that's huge. Phantom Knights honestly have so much potential, but we're in that situation where there's just this many more better decks out there currently that Phantom Knights probably will not become tier 1 or meta or anything of that sort. I want to say, if they do reach it, not like if they do reach it, it would be close to tier 2. Not definitely, I wouldn't say a tier 1, but they do have a fucking Scrap Dragon that is a rank 3. If I'm not mistaken, it's a rank 3. If I am mistaken, it's a rank 4, but I want to say it's a rank 3 because I remember tour guide abuse with it was a thing, and that should still be a thing. But it is what it is. It's a deck that honestly needs a little bit more love, and I'm kind of guilty on that. I haven't featured it on the channel because I was going to, but obviously with the flu and everything, but I'm getting off track here. So, the main big 3 out of this entire set is Super Quantum, Raid Raptors, and Phantom Knights. If you're not looking for any of that, I mean, if you're not playing Monarchs with Super Quantum, you're not playing anything that needs Swallow's Nest, which is a common in here. If you're not playing anything that requires Phantom Knights, or could get a benefit off Phantom Knights, or you're not building anything with, I think I went over all 3, Raid Raptors, then this set is really not for you. This is more of a set for the, people who have been waiting for these cards to be released in the TCG, and that's quite a bit of people. If you're looking for that new deck to play, Super Quantum, Phantom Knights, those are probably going to be a little bit easier to get compared to something like Raid Raptors, where I feel everything Raid Raptors is going to go zoom. Like, anything decent for Raid Raptors, people have already picked up all the stuff for it. They've been wanting this deck. That's probably where the price is going to come from it. So, if you're looking forward to the set, that's the giant overview for it. Honestly, I think it's a pretty damn solid set in general. I try to go over as much as possible during this video for you guys, because I don't really do set coverages too much, but it's something I wanted to bring back to the channel that I haven't done in about over a year. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smack that like button, show me that support, and I will make more in the future as we get to more sets. But the next big thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be the Breakers of Shadow Special Edition in 2 weeks, and then after that, I think we're getting Utopia Lightning. Ooh, that's going to be some fun times, and there's a lot of things I have coming up for Utopia Lightning, but stay tuned if you enjoy the content, and I will see you on the next one. Well, I'll see you for Tech Tuesday tomorrow. And probably another IRL duel video, because there were 2, but one the audio got screwed up on in the post-com for some reason, and I had to go back and reshoot the whole audio. So, number 1, thank you guys so much for watching. Number 2, thanks for taking time out of your day. Check out this video, and hopefully it was informative enough for Wing Raiders. That way you know everything you need to know about Wing Raiders. Sorry, I was too hyped about something over the Super Bowl, so my apologies. Wing Raiders enough that you know whether or not you're interested in the set. So hopefully that was helpful to you, and I'm out for now, so I will see you later. Peace.